From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm David Augustine. Prime Minister Mark Carney says Canada will match U.S. President Donald Trump's 25% automotive tariffs.
Carney says Canada will hit back with counter-tariffs against vehicle imports from the United States that could raise as much as $8 billion. The Prime Minister says any money raised will go directly to helping auto workers and affected companies in Canada. That comes with the automotive sector balancing on the knife's edge. A Stellantis plant in Windsor announced it's shutting down for 2 weeks amid the uncertainty brought by Trump's tariffs. Kyle Duggan, The Canadian Press, Ottawa.
Well, it's day 12 of the federal election campaign, and party leaders continue to pitch why they should be the next prime minister. In his role as prime minister, Liberal leader Mark Carney met virtually today with premiers to discuss the U.S. tariffs on Canadian automakers. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre said today that he would remove the federal sales tax from Canadian-made vehicles.
A new Conservative government will eliminate the federal sales tax on Canadian-made automobiles. Everyone who's looking to buy Canadian, to support Canadian workers, will be able to save money as a result of this announcement.
NDP leader Jagmeet Singh proposed tax-free savings bonds that would be available in 5-year and 10-year terms and pay a compounding interest rate of 3.5%. A Superior Court judge has found Ottawa area graphic designer Patrick McDonald guilty on 3 counts of terror and hate-related charges. McDonald was found guilty on all counts he faced, including participating in activities of a known terror group and promoting hate speech. He had pled not guilty to all the charges. Well, Public Health Ontario says the bulk of its measles cases still involve unvaccinated children in one particular area.
Ontario reports 89 new measles cases over the last week. That brings Ontario's case count total to 661 since an outbreak began in the fall. 3 measles patients are in intensive care. Public Health Ontario says unvaccinated children in Ontario's Southwestern Public Health Unit account for nearly half of all the province's measles cases. Measles is one of the most contagious diseases in the world. Jason White, The Canadian Press, Toronto.
In the U.S., the top watchdog at the U.S. Defense Department says he is launching an investigation into the use of a commercial messaging app to share details of a planned military attack. The investigation comes after Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth used the Signal app to start the conversation, and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz added a journalist from The Atlantic into the chat. Well, the man known as The Boss is set to release 7 albums of unreleased songs. Bruce Springsteen announced the 83-song collection this morning on social media. He says the 7 studio albums titled Tracks 2, The Lost Albums, will contain material written and re-recorded between 1983 and 2018. It is set to be released on June 27th. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, one of the oldest NHL rivalries resumes as the Montreal Canadiens host the Boston Bruins. The original 6 matchup has taken a different turn this season. The Habs are currently sitting in the second Eastern Conference wildcard spot, hoping to end a 3-year postseason drought. The Toronto Raptors are home to the Portland Trail Blazers and NBA action tonight. The Raptors were eliminated from postseason contention with a 137-118 loss at Chicago on Tuesday. And Canada's Brad Jacobs defeated China 8-2 at the BKT World Men's Curling Championship in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. The host team leads the round-robin standings at 8-1. Jacobs says every win is key from here on out.
We've got a really important day today, China and Swiss, and looks like Switzerland's playing great, and we played good today. Once again, I think we came up with really good energy this morning.
Switzerland is in second place among the 13-team field at 7-2. From the Canadian Press, I'm David Augustine.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.